Okay, so we're at the final solution stage now, and what I've done is I've actually drawn out this final solution from development, but I've inverted it. So I've just drawn it the other way up. It's exactly the same, and I've drawn it that way up because we need to show another view of it now. We can see a plan view or a bird's eye view what the torch itself will look like from the top with the switch, and we know where the cell or battery fits and the LED and the screws to hold the layers together. But what we don't know is what any information about the middle layer that holds the battery, which will be clear, and also the base layer, which will be a different colour of acrylic. So we've got 3 layers each of 3mm. So this torch is going to be about 9mm thick. So just to make sure we've got this in the right proportion, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a view here that looks on at the end. So we'll see the LED as a circle and we'll see the different layers. So the easiest way to do this is to project these lines down with your HB pencil. Again, I'm just using my fine liner just to make it clear for this presentation. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a horizontal line, which is my top layer. There it is. There's my first layer of acrylic, which will be my red one. The next layer will be my middle clear layer, and then my bottom layer, which will be whatever colour I want that to be. So ideally I want my top layer to be red. So for the final solution you can actually colour this in with your tone, the actual colours you want to use. The middle is about there, going on where the LED is, and the LED is going to be approximately there. There it is, round. So what I'm going to do now then is I'm going to take my red pencil and I'm going to put in my red layer. So here we go. That's my red layer. Just bring that along there. Okay. I'm going to take my blue and put in my LED, which will be round. There it is, there. And I've decided that my bottom layer is going to be yellow. So I'm going to take a yellow pencil when I can get rid of those that are in my road and just go along with the outside. There. And there's my yellow layer. Now to make that more clear, I'm just gonna shade that in. Don't worry about your tonal work here. You can just make it all the same colour. It really doesn't matter. As long as it stands out, that's the main thing. Same with my red layer. So that top layer that we're looking at will be red. A nice solid block of red, so I can clearly see my ideal colours will be the red, the yellow layer. My middle layer is going to be clear. So I'm just going to take my pen and I'm just going to, my fine line pen, and just make sure there's a solid line there, joining that up. And I'm going to take my blue that I've been using all along, so I've got a blue LED in this, and I'm just going to shade that in blue for my LED. So that's the ideal colour scheme for me that I'd like to use. It doesn't matter for your final solution because you can actually say what you prefer. But that's how you produce get that second view. So we're looking, just to recap, we're looking at that way, that dimension there, or that view there, I should say, not dimension, sorry. And that's what we've actually got, which gives us this sandwich type appearance. So have a go at that, and we'll look at the annotation to finish this off in the next tutorial. Thank you.